but it took the whole country offline for over 24 hours. That meant no financial transactions, no banking, no air traffic control, transportation, no internet, no phone, and so on. And that was 24 hours. That, caused a lot of damage, loss of life, loss of income, and so on. But 24 hours is one thing, but we could see, and I would think we need to expect to see similar cyber attacks in the U.S. in the years to come that might last for days, weeks, or even longer. So we need to be prepared for this. Well, and one way to do it is to not put all of our eggs in one basket. Amazon's done a great job at rolling up nearly half the market. Cloudflare has 20% of the global market. But we need more competition there because, the less companies we rely on, the more prone we are to major mass outages.
I saw, and I can't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I saw something the other day, and they were saying if we were to be hit by an EMP, and the amount of the millions of people that would die within the first 2 or 3 weeks, especially in these major cities that just are not prepared, and they don't have some of the things that we have here in more rural areas, like in Mississippi, the death toll would be staggering. What it would do if we got hit by an EMP here in America, or the grid went down for any other reason.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely correct. We rely so much on electronics for absolutely everything. And that's, if you look back to the Carrington event, which was in 1859, this was, the worst documented, basically, it wasn't EMP attack, it was solar flare, solar storm, but it took out the telegraph system and it caused chaos. And that was in 1859 when no one had cell phones, computers. We didn't have a power grid that relied on electronics so much. But if that were to happen today, these kind of events can fry all electronic components. And if you think about that, like what would be left, right? Everything has a circuit board in it these days. From your washing machine, to your air conditioning, to your car, to planes, and so on and so on and so on. So this is definitely something that we should be concerned about, and we need to upgrade our power grid to make sure that it is resilient to this kind of attack and we have more redundancy. But we are a very long way from that, mate.
Well, just imagine, we got to take a commercial break after this, but just imagine, you're across town because, everything is so spread out now. Everybody lives in the suburbs and works across town. Very few people live within walking distance of where they work. So just imagine your vehicle being deemed just a rock at the end of the day, a paperweight, because it's all electronic driven. Even if it's gas powered, it's electric. It's an electronic vehicle for the most part. And you being stuck and having to walk 5, 6, 7, 10 days to get back across town, wherever you may live from, maybe whatever. Like my radio station's a 40-minute drive from my house. It would take me days to get home and not be able to get in touch with anybody, your family all spread out. We are way too dependent on electricity and modern technology. Chris, we got to take a break real quick.